Hi, this is Dr. Aaron Perlut with the American Mustache Institute, and we are joined by Collin Balester of the Washington Nationals, the American Mustache Institute's official liaison to Major League Baseball. Collin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
So it's been a huge offseason for the Nationals. You signed Jason Worth, and everybody's been paying attention to Steven Strasburg's recovery. What are your expectations for the club this season?
After a couple weeks of spring training just started underway, we feel pretty good. Everyone's kind of gelling together. We got a mixture of guys that have experience in the playoffs. We got a bunch of guys that are young, and we're all just kind of getting together. It's a different feel than it has in the past.
Last year, you spent the first part of the season in the minors, and when you were called up, you pitched extremely well. You ended up having a career-low ERA, 2.57. What are your personal expectations for this year?
This year, last offseason I worked hard, getting my leg strength up, my core strength and everything, and really came into camp feeling really good about myself. I just kind of get every year you get those little extra year under your belt, and you have experience. You know how to react with what happens. And this year is a lot different. I feel more under control of what I'm doing. I'm getting a little older now, so I'm starting to be more mature about things I do. So, working out is one of them, and I feel 100 times better than I ever have.
How much credit do you give for your success last season to your mustache?
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to split it 50-50 right down the middle because my mustache, it keeps you balanced on the mound. It's always there with you, no matter if you do good or bad. People say that with your dog is that person, but for me, it's my mustache. I do bad, it's still on my face. I do good, it's still looking good. So, it's a career changer.
Well, let me take a break out from asking you baseball questions real quickly. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but Panasonic recently sent me their new Arc 4 razor. It's a wet-dry razor, and not only is it a wet-dry razor, but it's also got a beard and mustache trimmer. I just want to tell people that might be watching this interview what an immensely effective shaver this is. Have you ever tried this before?
No, I have not. I've never tried a razor that you could do when you're dry. Never have, and I've always heard good things about it. Especially Panasonic makes a good product, but I've never tried it.
Well, I'll just say this about it. It's not expensive. It's not an inexpensive piece of equipment. It's this is a professional grade, but the American Mustache Institute wholly supports this. Now let's get back to baseball questions. So you're about 6'5". You weigh about 200 pounds. Why are you so thin yet your mustache is so dense and robust?
People always ask me that all the time. They ask, how come you can't gain weight when your mustache is looking so thick? Things like that. It's a good question. I don't know. I eat as much as I can, and it proves after I eat, you can see it all on my mustache. So, I don't know. I can't really answer that question. All I can tell is that I try to do my work on my mustache instead of than trying to gain a little bit of weight.
So here's what I don't understand. Maybe you can help me out here because you're in a baseball clubhouse throughout the entire season. So Jason Giambi used it to become an all-star game contender. Carl Pavano revived his career. Rick Ankiel hit 70 points higher with a mustache. Jason LaRue thought he could get by without his mustache, and then he got kicked in the face by Johnny Cueto of the Reds, and now he's retired, all because he didn't have his mustache. What is it going to take to make more professional athletes realize that there is no greater athletic performance enhancer than a mustache?
I don't know. I'm thinking the same thing. These guys go out there every day. They're worried about what supplements they could take and all that kind of jive. And all they need to do is grow a little bit of facial hair on their face, and it's proven. All those things you just said, it's proven. It's written down. It's documented by the American Mustache Institute that, these things really help. Not only do they look a little weird, but you just got to embrace it. From time to time they get a little thick, a little coarse. See, for me, I got a little coarse hair on my face, so it doesn't really form the way I really want it to be. But, you got to build through it. And, the tips that you use on the website on how to trim, how to upkeep, how to shampoo, those things goes a long way with it.
Now, do you ever take your mustache and rub it on Nationals president Stan Kasten's bald head before for good luck before games?
No, I've never done that. I never really tried that before.
How do you think he'd react to something like that?
He probably would think, I don't know. He probably wouldn't even care that much. I don't think. I think he would really embrace it, and I think in years past he's actually supported a mustache. So I mean, he might have liked it.
It's good to know. So you're a married guy,
Yeah.
but I've spent a lot of time around spring ball because I used to live in St. Petersburg, Florida, before the Rays moved their spring training games out of there. How do players manage the cougar factor? Especially you with a mustache, which on average makes you 38% better looking than the clean-shaven mortals. There's so many cougars running around spring training. How do you manage that?
Sometimes, there people look at me a little different. They look at, not only in a weird way, but you tend to see girls looking at you a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, 38% that better looking, it says a lot for that. So that makes me about 40 or 50% good looking. So for me, sporting a mustache really helps. People look at me and they a couple girls have told me that that's the best mustache they've ever seen in their life, and that's many cities around the world. And just sport a mustache and then girls come crawling. So that's the way it works.
All right, so let me ask you just two more questions. Besides the cougars, what's the best part about having a mustache at spring ball?
No matter what, you some days you have that you eat something good and it's stuck in your mustache. You could always give it a nice little smell. You always have something on your face to lick. It's just I don't know. It changes your life, and only people that have mustaches could actually contest to that and really support me on that. Obviously you can, because you've been sporting that since 1987 when the Reds won the World Series. No, I'm just making that up. But
I had this since I was 7, so yeah, I'm with you, Collin.
yeah, I got you. But anyways, it just makes you a better human, a better man, and a lot of people in my life can attest to that.
So, final question: are you wearing pants?
No, I'm not. I'm wearing shorts.
Excellent. Okay, Collin, well, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully we can chat throughout the season, but thanks for joining the American Mustache Institute. We'll catch up with you later. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
This town ain't big. This